In search of George Washington, well, the original site of the George Washington family, which is a little village in Lancashire called Warton. And the village is a civil parish to the north of the city of Lancaster in the northwest of England. It's close to the boundary with Cumbria, which used to be Cumberland, and its population is around about 2,000 today. It was an early settlement and was first recorded officially in the Domesday Book, which was written in the year 1086. The nearest town to Warton is the town of Carnforth, which was originally really part of the Warton parish. Now, the connections to George Washington come from 7 generations prior to Washington himself, George Washington himself, when a man called Lawrence Washington was resident in the village, and it is believed that he actually helped to build, or certainly worked on, the tower of the church of St. Oswald. St. Oswald is the parish church, yeah. The exact origins of the church are slightly indistinct, but it is believed that the first recorded incumbent priest there dates from the year 1190, so it's late 12th century. But certainly there have been established on that site areas of religious practice dating back into the 6th century. But by the time we get to the start of the 13th century, the actual little town of Warton had become a staging post on the route from Lancaster to Carlisle, Northumbria, and from there on into Scotland. And the actual town was granted a charter for a market during the reign of King John in the 13th century, and they had a gallows there and an ordeal pit, which you may not be familiar with, and I hope you're not, but what it is, it was trial by ordeal. So they had a pit where people would actually be required to lift out items from pots of boiling water or oil, or walk upon red hot ploughshares. Yeah, it was a terrible time of torture. But the grant of the borough status came from the Baron of Kendal, which is a major market town in further up into what was then Cumberland. Yeah, there exists a ruined rectory, and during the time that I visited there, as you will see from these photographs, I had a look round St. Oswald's Church, and in St. Oswald's Church there exists a plaque that was originally on the stone house which belonged to the Washington family, and it actually shows the stars and stripes, which were the actual family coat of arms, yeah, which are 3 mullets and 2 bars. That's 3 stars and 2 bars, yeah. And this was said, it is believed to be, because George Washington was the first elected president of the United States, this was believed to be the source for the design, to have inspired the design of the flag of the United States. And actually inside the church there is a flag of the United States, yeah, and that was donated after World War II by certain soldiers who visited the village, yeah. And the flag was flown, and it's a flag that had flown over the Capitol building in Washington DC. So it had flown at the White House, the flag that is inside St. Oswald's Church, and I took a photograph of that, yeah. The actual village is very picturesque, so if you get a chance to go and have a look at it, do go have a look. There is a public house there called the George Washington, and inside it there's a little bit of a shrine to an American icon who's none other than the Duke, or as we all know him, John Wayne. You can see the pictures here on this. Hope you've enjoyed that little look at the village of Warton.